that we've switched servers. Or we switched things on Prrp now. Hang out. There we go. On the server. Let me jump in bed. There you go. Should be alright. Oh, it's because we went mining. I was like, why is my order of items this weird? There you go. Alright, we're on. All we need is to do our little chores of the day and hold on, I'm actually gonna move Pizza Delivery down. Have a little run around and just chill for the last little bit that I have time. Yeah. Wish I had more time, but apparently I don't. So, this is like the final day of the early day experiment. I'll do a little questionnaire on in the Discord. So if you haven't joined the Discord already, do join. It's very cool and there's a lot of communication about like what's gonna happen and all that stuff, and just keep it in touch, you know, fun little things. But in this case we are gonna use the Discord for the little questionnaire where I will be asking if you liked the earlier time slot, if you wanted to go back to the old time slot, and also, of course, if there is another idea that you have that you want me to try out also. Because I will be looking around. And but however, I have a feeling, because I've been thinking, right? Been thinking for a good bit, and I actually got alerted to this via Twitter. Specifically my friend Toby's retweet. It's that the reason why I was trying out this new time slot is because we've had a little bit less people in the streams very recently, like very abruptly. And I was like, that's kind of odd because like content hasn't changed up that much. And so I was like, maybe it's the time that doesn't work for people anymore. Now that's like summer holiday rather than like normal school hours, right? And that's why we did the whole experiment thing, and I'm trying to see what kind of results that'll bring after this stream. I'm gonna look at like the numbers and my enjoyment, you guys' enjoyment, all that stuff, and see how it goes. But through Toby, I thought about the fact that in very much the similar time frame that I've noticed less people checking in, the new custom tag system has been introduced on Twitch, which means that all the old tags that were like categorized and everyone kind of knew them have been completely replaced by custom tags in the same time frame. So it might genuinely just be the custom tags making it harder for people to discover the streams. And I don't know if that's the case. I will have a little look around at all the things. I think I need to have this be 9 days now. Timer 9 days. There you go. Perfect. So I don't know. I will be looking into how the whole situation goes, because at the end of the day, I want as many people, especially people who are already in the community, to be able to watch the streams and tune in and participate in the community and all that kind of jazz. So I'm definitely willing to experiment around and figure out what works best for everyone at the end of the day. There you go. But yeah, so I will be looking into that and complete the experiment as was intended, and then have a little conclusion at the end after you guys have given your thoughts on the Discord. I'll like have a post in it and everything, and you guys can look and give your opinion And hopefully we'll figure out a good way to move forward. And figure out if it is in fact because of the time zone, or like time issues. Is it because of the new tag system, which would be a shame because that's kind of like on Twitch's end. Like there's not really a lot of ways you as a little guy can do anything about it. So it would mean just having to sort of hope that they fix that. If it is that, I don't know if it is though. So let me go over to the trading hall. Also have a look if the last few blocks here have aged. Should have at this point. Yes, this one is aged. These two have not. These two are the longest aging blocks. My god. Let me go over to these guys. Trade up a little bit. There you go. That's a paper hour. There you go. Final bit of that stone being traded up with the mason. Okay, one more stack to trade with the other guy. Nice. Very nice. Plop that here. Get these guys going. Get paper, get glass bottles, all that kind of shenanigans. There you go, got that. There you go. And the final guy. There you go, perfect. A stack and a little bit of emeralds. Very good. Fruitful endeavors. There we go. We are doing very well on emeralds, as you can see, by our emerald stacking. Alright, we've got 5 emeralds to spend. So, how about... I could try and get some more meat. I usually default to getting just straight up the chicken from the butcher if I don't have any other purchases to make. There we go. There you go. Perfect. Let me go over to the supermarket, see if we can't slot that bit of pork chop into our stock as well. Of course we can. There you go. Perfect. We fly right on up. I'm gonna check out the game up. It's still not done, which is a little annoying. I was hoping that... not annoying, but like I'd hoped that it was done by now. Still not completely been explained how this game is meant to work. This is... I have no idea how you're meant to fly through that at all. But, alright. Let's see... Careful. Because, like, it's not smooth at all. And I'm not a bad flyer, chat. I'm not terrible with the elytra in the slightest. Well, I'm not, like, a perfect flyer in this, like, at all. Because I've only really started to fly in, like, the last 2 months. But I'd consider myself, like, alright at flying. And I have no idea how you're meant to do this course. Because it's very, very close together to do those height differences. If you were to... Okay, obviously there's like the connecting bits, which I don't think are meant to be here. I think that's scaffolding. Either way, Aerolite is becoming bigger and bigger by the day. Also, I keep on the map, I don't know if the map is being updated less, but on the dynamic map, it still shows a massive pillar of ores right on this side of the island, which is not here in the game. It hasn't been for ages. So I don't know how that goes. So, I don't know. Either way, I believe I mentioned that my plans for the funfair location have changed. The actual location is going to be somewhere in the back area of New Australia, as opposed to right next to Aerolite, because of the scale problems. I mentioned that it would take up this entire area with the build, and that is too big. It's too out of scale compared to the town. So it's definitely going to go somewhere in the back here. I haven't like fully marked it out. But I will, and I'm happy to say that I am now working on the mini games, i.e. the interior of the build, because the exterior and everything has been done. And with the help of Lightmatica, it will be a lot easier for me to actually, well, actually get this build in survival, because it does have the materials list and all that kind of stuff, which is going to be a big help in completing it, and then I can just follow the schematic of my own build. Because at this point, it is a massively complex build. There are some blocks there that are not in the tens, not in the hundreds, but in fact in the thousands. I believe the entire build completely is without all of the minigames. There's one minigame in there so far, and I plan on obviously having more. But it is already close to 10,000 items included, like blocks and decoration blocks and everything, like decorative items, lanterns and such. But yeah, it's about 9,000 already, without all of the games even being in there. So it's going to be a very complex build. And yeah, well, a lot of schematic editing, which I've been learning also. So that is going to be a massive project, but considering we've almost done the entire train station, the only thing missing is the interior over here. As you can see, it is completely blank still. There isn't anything, but I don't plan on having the most elaborate interior either. It's probably like an hour and a half work. So once we've done this, the train station is essentially done. I may make a path connecting the train station up to both Aerolite and Landfall, which are the big 2 towns really. Even though Landfall is still not done. And then we may very well be done with the train station project until another town announces their opened train station. Because I said I'd be willing to connect up our train station in New Australia to an existing one out in the world, but I'm not willing to build other people's train stations because, well, if you go with the amount of detail I went with our train station, it takes quite a few hours, and I'm not doing that for other people's towns. I'm not that big of a fan of building train stations that I'm just gonna do it for free for other people's benefit. I did it for New Australia because it's for my benefit as well as everyone in town. But maybe I also haven't done I haven't decided if I want to do a roof or not, because I don't mind the flat roof, but I have a cool idea actually maybe, but I'm not gonna do it right now because I don't have it in my brain to start up a new project and then have to be ripped out of it in like 10 minutes. Because, yeah, I don't know, I get really sucked into my building project. So we're just going to do a little bit of chatting while we jet about the areas in our immediate surroundings. Still no idea what those little islands are going to be for, but you never know. It's not like looking at pretty Minecraft is a bad thing to do at any given time. But, yeah, I'll definitely keep a lookout on the Discord for my little scavenging in terms of, like a little bit of questionnaire time for you guys in terms of stream time and all that kind of stuff. And, I will let you know right now, however, that I have a really cool stream planned on Sunday that would be at the usual late time anyways. Oh, I think that's a captain, actually. Is that a captain? That looks like a captain. If I do want to do a raid, but I don't really want to do a raid right now. I gotta say, I'm not a massive fan of having like a set end time because I like getting sucked into my stuff, but again, I did promise, so I don't have the luxury of being live as long as I want at the moment. But yeah, so it would be at the usual later time, so about 8-9 p.m. BST. And it is going to maybe happen, but it would be a stream with me and my friend Astro, who I haven't played with in forever, and who owns the AMSMP. So we'd be doing some AMSMP stuff. Maybe a bit of Unrailed, because she's actually one of the few people who has the game, apparently. I forgot to remind everyone to actually get the game. I reminded them once, but some people just missed out on the free Epic opportunity. And I know money is sometimes a big burden in terms of trying to get a game. So I don't blame anyone who doesn't want to buy the game now, even though it is on sale. But, so yeah, depending on how it goes, we may also play Unrailed, but definitely some AMSMP. It's not 100% set in stone that it'll 100% happen, but it is planned at the moment. And, all I can say is that's the plan for Sunday, and considering what the feedback is from all of you guys and what the data shows for me and my own feelings about it, I will let you know on Sunday what our decision is about the time slot. We may do more testing if that's what it needs. If you guys have other suggestions for time slots, we may test those out for like 2 or 3 days in a row also. The same we've done with the sort of 6 p.m. slot. It's more like the 6 to 7 p.m. slot. And kind of like the previously was the 8 to 9 p.m. slot. But yeah, we'll see if more testing is needed, if what you guys' feedback says, what the numbers say and all that kind of stuff. And I will definitely try and talk to some of my streamer friends if they have other insight also to offer. But yeah, it is kind of how it goes with streaming. It is a thing that kind of evolves more than once. Like, it's not like you find the one way to do things and then you stick with it forever. And the longer I am a streamer, the more obviously some things will not stay the same forever, including the time I stream. But overall, I'm very happy to still have as much fun with streaming as I did when I started, which is going closer and closer to a year ago, which is kind of wild. And still being passionate about new projects and all that kind of jazz. So yeah, I think I'll end for today already, just because I don't really want to start up any new projects, and I think I've said what I wanted to say. So definitely follow the Discord, be a member of it, to put in your feedback for the stream times and all that kind of stuff. And I'll also use the opportunity to ask some other questions about my content and that kind of stuff, because I you know, it is always good to know what you guys think and see if there can be adjustments made, all that kind of jazz. So let's see if we can find someone to raid at the moment. Oh my god, everyone in that Mum's live. Who do we want to raid, boys? We're gonna raid Scott's Major, because I'm very hyped for MCC. So go over to Scott and have a little bit of fun time. It looks like MCC practice also, so if you're an MCC enjoyer, jump on over. No pressure, but it's nice. And I hope to see you on Sunday for maybe a stream with my friend Astro, maybe not, I don't know, it's not 100% confirmed. But yeah, definitely be there in the Discord, because right after stream,
Tell me where to go. You're putting on a show, and everybody knows. So listen, baby, right here is where you wanna be. I'll be here just waiting endlessly. Right here is where you wanna be. Oh, baby, with me. Come, baby, with me. I'm gonna be here all my life, sat waiting on you. Gonna be surprised. So tell me where we go. Tell me where we go from here. So tell me what you know. Whisper secrets told many moons ago. So listen, baby, so old, everything we own. Up for plastic gold, all the more you know. So listen, baby, right here is where you wanna be. I'll be here just waiting endlessly. Right here is where you wanna be. Oh, baby, with me. Come, baby, with me. I'm gonna be here all my life, sat waiting on you. Gonna be surprised. So tell me where we go from here. Tell me where we go from here. Don't wanna be here all my life, sat waiting on you. Don't wanna be surprised. So tell me where we go from here. Tell me where we go from here. I don't wanna be here all my life, sat waiting on you. Don't wanna be surprised. So tell me where we go from here. Tell me where we go from here. I'm gonna be here all my life, sat waiting on you. Gonna be surprised. So tell me where we go from here. Tell me where we go
Hi, chat.
from here. So listen, baby, so old, everything you own. Up for plastic gold, all the more you know. So listen, baby, right here is where you wanna be. I'll be here just waiting endlessly. Oh, baby, with me. Come, baby, with me. Oh, baby, with me.
Hi chat. Hello, and welcome to the stream. I hope you are doing rather well. Hold on, this is a tad quiet. Move the music up a little bit, and welcome to yet another stream. It is your funky boy, and aside from today's stream plans, which are going to be showing off all the stuff I did off stream on Prrp Smp, I've done quite a few things: building, farms, books. I mean, law, not really law, but more like the guidelines and shit. But also, I do want to do maybe some one block skyblock afterwards, depending how it goes, because I'm very excited about the new biome, the new phase we reached. And if I do say so myself, I think it is always a good time. But another thing I want to do is talk a little bit about this questionnaire we did. If you have not done it yet, there's still time. I'm going to leave it open. But I feel like we've got quite the good representative sample of the avid yellow enjoyers, of the chatters, aka you boys, to draw some good conclusions. Read about the elections. Yes, one of the things I did, I'm gonna log in already, and one of the things I did is outline how to do elections on the server, or more specifically in Aralide. There you go, hold on. Yes, hello. Because we've met the... Oh my god, my everything is full. I was doing villager stuff beforehand, and I just absolutely forgot that I have my entire inventory filled, but it's fine. We are gonna briefly try and make a little bit more space. Hold on, let me try and move some stuff around. There you go. Now we've got a little bit more space. Oh jeez, that's loud. I need to like try and turn down my audio a little bit. Just in general. What is making that a very loud noise? Maybe ambience? Alright, that should be fine. Because then I was just... Oh, it's just rockets going off. Intensely. So... Hold on. Well, I did a few things, and by a few... Okay, I might have to like try and get the audio down, because it's very, very loud for me, and I don't know which part it is. Maybe voice or speech? Maybe just everything? No worries, I just... can't identify what, like which slider is specifically responsible for it being a little loud in me ears. Alright, so yes, Prrp Smp. Oh, some eggs. There you go. So I did a few things, and by a few things I mean quite a few. So let's start with the one right next to my house. I built a farm, as you can see. Yellow's Mud Farm. I followed my current favorite farm tutorial guy, Madzify. He's very cool. He's like an Australian small creator, does cool stuff. And this is my mud farm. It is very cool. As you can see, there's mud there. It isn't 100% automatic because it doesn't really work. It's not free to... Thank you very much. It's a very easy farm to make. It is the easiest farm of all time. It is literally so easy to make. So it is absolutely... Also, please don't. This is still my property, thank you. And yeah, it is. I built it here because it's well, not free. It is not free at the moment. I don't really have a use for the mud yet, but I've been using a lot of mud, and it's very cool. Again, it is an easy-ass farm. It is so easy to build. It took me literally no time at all. It took me like 20 minutes to build. It is very easy. Yeah, all you need to do is like, do I have some dirt? I do. Do this. Do I have my other shovel here? Hold on. There you go, because I can't have my super efficient shovel. All you need to do is this. It's very, like, oh yeah, the only reason that you can't 100% automate it is because of the placement of blocks needed. It doesn't really like doing that on its own. And you can automate it 100% if you have a keybind to do left click or right click, left click, alternating. But yeah, that's how it goes. It's pretty cool. Let me briefly shove the dirt back in. Accidentally got a water bottle. There you go. I keep that shovel there because, well, I don't really have another place for it. Because I need an Unbreaking 3 shovel, but not my, like, absolutely OP shovel. There you go. Let me shove that in. Sometimes it just spews a bottle at you. It just kind of does that. But yeah, it's a cool little farm. And why do you ask? How do I have interest in mud farms? Also, the time has been continuously updated. It's only a few days until everyone can claim the items in the barrels. As you can see on the timer. I believe I updated it correctly. It might be 5 days already. I don't know. I have to like count back later. But first off, this. My pride and joy. If you were wondering why was I so interested in building that path with Astra on the AMSMP yesterday, it's because I built this path on my own. And as you can see, it connects up Aralide to the new Aussie train station. And it also connects Aralide continuously over this way, right on to landfall. Very nice. I'm very proud of this path. And this is like made out of mud, basalt, tough, like really going hard on some nice texture blocks. And it was really, really fun to build. And also, as you can see, I did the interior of the train station, which means the train station is, aside from not being connected to anything, aesthetically done. I decided not to do a roof because it kind of fits it being like a big ass cube. But as you can see, we have some seats. we have some, well, not properly filled up, but like these are like ticket places, like little ticket machines. We have a little railing here, and we have this kind of fake entrance area where you go through and you walk through here. Here on the yellow you go down or up the elevator, and here you go down the stairs. So it's a rather simple interior, but I feel like it, also some benches over here. It kind of fits the whole vibe. I'm thinking of maybe adding like additional lighting on the ceiling, but I haven't like done that or thought of how to do it. But yeah, I'm really proud of this path. So I did build that. I built the mud farm, the interior of the train station. And I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, I've been redoing some of my villages because I found out how to delete certain villages. Courteously, if I may. And I've been, because there's a few that, like that one villager that was here, the one farming guy is gone now because I believe it is too close to, too close to everything and it kept not refreshing, so he's gone. And we've done a little bit of updating on the sides so they reflect all the enchantments. But I've also found a cheaper Silk Touch guy that sells it for 5 emeralds, so I got him, got rid of my other Silk Touch guy. I've been trying to get this guy, like get a good enchant, but it is a pain because I'm trying to get Unbreaking 3, and apparently that is really difficult to do. And we've got 2 free slots because I want to have another farmer that actually works and takes my pumpkins, and also a shepherd, so I am able to do more stuff with wool, etc, etc. So, but that is a thought for another time. I'm gonna go to sleep real quick because I do want to show off 2 other things. But before we show off more stuff in game, I want to talk about the questionnaire. If you don't know what I'm talking about, in my Discord I did a little is this player active? Which player? Is it Space Boy maybe? What was their name? Up on here? This guy? Super Dude? Oh, which player are you referring to? Oh, Bog, yes. Well, May. Yes, she's active. I did like a check only a few days ago, so before we do all the election stuff, I'll do another check just to make sure we meet the requirements, but it should be no problem at this point. But we are good. Before I talk about the election stuff, I'm just going to fly up to some spot where we can talk without me endangering myself about the questionnaire. If you don't know, I did a little, it is a nice house. Yes, it's a nice house. It is one of the most spacious places in town. But a lot of the really nice houses were just like 2 new houses did just become free real estate. So if you want to move, Magnus, you feel free to check out what used to be Karma and Ari's houses over here. This house here, right next to the sugarcane farm, is now available. It has a rather spacious, nice bedroom area with lots and lots. Too small. Okay, you think it is a too small of a house. May I recommend, I believe this was Ari's house right over here. This one, yes. Which not only has this area with a front porch, but has this very expansive cave area in the back used for storage, and has a lot of expanding opportunities. So if you are seeking to have like some good storage in the back or some laboratories, you like this? Yes. So this house was originally built by me but expanded upon by the previous owner, and has this little nice little front porch where you can see out. So it is, and has a loft bed, also comes with a free cat. What's the IP? This is my friend Toby's server. It is a public server, but it is meant more for like his community, so I will shout out Toby. Looks like if you join Toby's Discord, you can get the IP through that and join the server. It is a lovely community. We have teleportation stuff. We have townie to form townships, such as the one I run as mayor of New Australia. I mean, I don't watch him so public. Yeah, like, you're not required to be... And Toby looks like viewer, but you definitely have to be in his Discord, because that's how the access goes. Yeah, it is. I've been calling it semi-public, because technically it is public, but, like, people don't just give out the IP, you do have to join the Discord. And, like, I feel like that's fair. I'm part of the LGBT community, I really want to join. Poggers, me too. And, feel free to just go to Toby, there should be a link to his Discord in his panels, and just join that Discord. There's a section called SMP chat and SMP readme, read that. It's just basically the rules, and then you ask to be whitelisted, you get whitelisted, and ta-da, you're in the server. So yeah, I don't really advertise it as fully public because you do have to be part of that Discord, which I think is fair since this is a server that gets paid for by Toby, so I think it's very fair for all of us who are on the server to advertise it in such a manner. Let me fly up. It is a very cool. Also, by the way, welcome to the chat, Fatfish. I hope you're doing well. Oh, I just accidentally flew incorrectly. Whoopsie. I just want to get to like a safe part up on the map. Usually I tend to fly on top of the pride flags, and oh, slid off the pride flag. Not really what I wanted, so I tend to go for one of the pride flags since that's pretty safe. You don't have to join like the Discord. Yeah, hi Leo, I'm talking about the survey now, and we are starting on the pride flags. I've showed off almost all, pretty much all that I've been working on off stream, which has basically been replacing some of my villagers, making it one block further to the right. Also, you can see I have a zoom mod. Hi, Max! Because that one villager would just never work, so I've just slotted everything over.
Marv to Themax just resubscribed for 3 months.
Thank you so much for the resub, Max. I really, really appreciate it. Especially now, because I'm about to buy a PC today, and oh my god, it is a lot of money, my friends. I've been playing too much Stardew Valley, like all day yesterday and all day today so far. Oh my god, I'm so excited to play Stardew Valley. Why is there a cow on the pride flag? Murder on the pride flag, pog. Pride flag murder time, let's go. I do need that slab. I do want the meat though. Sick. Alright, we are on here. So yeah, I've been replacing some of those villagers because I figured out how to do that because well, I didn't know how to do it. I wonder who suggested that in the Google form. Yeah, no. And also I built a mud farm. I've also been researching for a squid farm, Max. I mean, that's kind of in everyone's interest. So I might build a squid farm. Just saying. But yeah, one thing I did is I build a mud farm right over here. It's surprisingly an easy farm design. It doesn't, like, you have to manually place and break blocks. I mean, unless you have a keybind for that, but I haven't figured out how to do that. But it makes it so much easier to get a lot of mud. Like, look how much mud I already got, and I only did this for like 2 minutes or something. Anyways, back to the pride flag to talk. The villagers may be slightly upset because of a plugin that helps Rocks play and connect. Unfortunately, if they lock trades, they may not unlock. Yeah, it's just that one on the corner, though. Everyone else works perfectly fine and has always worked perfectly fine. It's just this one that used to be here, the pumpkin farmer. So I've just got rid of him and just like not placed another villager here because for some reason this plot just kept causing problems. I have enough slots anyway, so I'm currently trying to get, like, look how crazy this Silk Touch trade is I got. I got a 5 emerald Silk Touch trade. So I've kept that one, got rid of the other one. I'm trying to, like, cycle through more trades here because I'm trying to get an Unbreaking 3 trade, which is ridiculously difficult. Like, I looked it up. People did, like, experiments. It's, like, 97.9% chance you are not getting it. So the chances of getting Unbreaking 3 is really difficult. But the other two, I'm gonna do one more farmer to try and get a pumpkin trade that actually works, and a shepherd for wool and for selling dyes to the villagers and stuff like that, because I'm planning on making a flower farm, so I'm about to have a lot of dyes. So it's kind of funny how I started playing Minecraft and then I've gotten into building farms, and now all I do is, not all, but I do build a lot of farms because they're fun. And also practical. Fun and practical. I've landed on the lesbian flag. So yeah, that's all I did really. Oh, I built a path also, and I built the interior of the train station. I'm showing it off briefly. I built this path. I'm very proud of it. Path building, my beloved. I had so much fun making this. And it properly connects up Landfall, the capital, and my town, Aralide. And also connects both of those up to the train station, which now has a completed interior. As you can see with these little gates that look like train station check-in points. Even got a button. And it's got this lever if you want to have some interactivity. And it also has these dispensers that currently dispense nothing. But eventually I want to like have paper in there that's just named ticket. Just for the immersion, chat. Just for the immersion. Now, this is properly lined up everywhere. Very cool. I'm very happy to finally have finished this project. Which means we are close to starting the funfair build, actually. We may actually start collecting some resources for that today. But I also want to talk about the survey, and I want to talk about the new books, which outline how we are going to do elections in our little town. Because that needs to be regulated and all that stuff, so all of us have fun. Oh, can I... Please land on the lesbian flag. SMH. There you go. On the lesbian flag. There we go. It is one of the safest spots to stand around for a little bit without getting murdered. So let me talk about the survey. If you don't know, I did a little survey in my Discord that asked about what people liked the most of my previous content, what content they'd like to see more of on my streams, and also what starting time they preferred. And lots of you actually answered. I'm very, very thankful for that, because you can't, like, draw any conclusion from too little data points, but you thankfully took the survey in droves. If you still want to take the survey, you can. Just join the Discord, and there is a link to the survey in the main chat. I will take your answers into consideration just as much, but I thought it'd be a good time to talk a little bit about the results. Because they were very, very helpful, and I will tell you exactly what will happen as a result directly of your guys' input. So the first question that I asked everyone was, what is the start time you find the best for watching my streams? Because we did a little experiment about starting at an earlier time, and I wanted to know what people actually liked. Did they prefer the earlier time, the older time, or whatever? And a whopping 54% of you guys like the earlier time slot. And an additional 18% were alright with anything or both options. Only 27% preferred the later time slot. So I am sticking with the earlier time slot, at least for the summer. So be prepared for me to go live somewhere between 6 and 7 p.m. BST on any given day. I will usually let you know if I'm not streaming, so basically presume I'm almost a daily streamer except Saturdays, sorry, because I do work Saturdays. I would be a daily streamer otherwise probably, but yeah, so 6 to 7 p.m. as a starting time. And since I tend to stream usually more than 2 hours, we will be reaching the 8 to 9 p.m. slot eventually anyways. So I hope that those people who replied 8 to 9 will still be able to make it. And of course, if I'm streaming with my American friends or any other people in other time zones, I will still go live at 9 just to make it a little less inconvenient for my American friends, especially the EST boys. Because, you know, if I ask them, hey, can we stream for 8 p.m. BST, that for them is like 3 p.m. That's fine. But if I were to ask them, hey, do you want to stream at 7 p.m? For them, that's like 1 p.m. So it's really, really early. And depending on the day of the week, I feel bad about asking for it to be that early. So if it is a collaborative stream or any other reason we may start later, I'm not like married to the new time. But generally, unless special circumstances, we will be streaming somewhere between 6 and 7 as a start time, and just kind of go as we go. Then one of the most helpful things in my eyes was what is your favorite stream content of mine? And I offered a lot of options, also a write-in option, of like the most prominent things I've done in the past 11 months now. Things like Sims, Phasmophobia, the different SMPs I've been on, and all that kind of jazz. And you could select as many answers as you want. Again, if you still want to take this survey, you can just join my Discord and look in the main chat. So your answers can be here as well. But in the favorite content section, very unsurprisingly, Prrp Smp took the winner with 81% of all survey takers loving Prrp Smp content. So I'm very, very happy. It is the main SMP I play on, and I'm happy that that has resonated so much with every one of you guys. And then we had some surprising number 2 and 3 slots. I'm not going to read out all of the data points because there was a lot of data, but I'm just going to give you the highlight reel, basically. So number 2, very surprisingly, was Cozy Games, and I listed a few that I've played, like Unpacking, A Short Hike, and Elba Wildlife Adventure. And those were streams I highly enjoyed, and I was very surprised to see 54% of you also really loving Cozy Games. So I actually already made a list of all the Cozy Games that I already own through itch.io bundles, free Prime games, etc., and listed them and have them on the ready. So be prepared this autumn, this winter, the next few months definitely, for a lot more chill, cozy, cute kind of games. We have some really, really cool games in that category. There's puzzles, story, like farming, there's a bunch of stuff. So if you were one of those 54% who selected they loved cozy games, be assured there will be more to come. I didn't know that there were so many of you guys who loved that, because I mean, I'm primarily a Minecraft streamer and have been for months. So I was very, very surprised to see that as number 2 in the answers. And indeed, number 3, top 3 closing out was The Sims at 45% of you. We had a really long-standing Sims series, and I'm very happy to see that so many of you guys loved that series. That doesn't mean we are going to do another Sims 4 series. I'm kind of burnt out on Sims 4 at this point, I'll be honest. I've been starting a little bit of playing on my own terms again, like just having a little character made and stuff. But I don't have like any intentions to start a new Sims series. But I'm very happy that you guys responded so well to the content we have made. And if you are missing The Sims and you're feeling a little bit of an urge to rewatch some Sims content or watch it for the first time. Oh, hold on, I mistyped that once. We do have a VODs channel where almost all of the Sims streams are preserved. There is a playlist as well of just the Sims streams if you're looking forward to getting a little bit of Sims content in your life. And then because I thought, okay, I don't just want to see what people have liked that I've already done, but I want to get some input on what they want to see even if I have not done it before. I asked a third question called, or titled, what would you like to see more of / on the channel in general, which included stuff I have done before, but also ideas for future stuff that I've not really done. And there was also some surprising answers there. Number 1 answer with 63% was Minecraft building, which I'm very, very happy to see. I'm primarily a builder, and I'm very happy that you guys want to see more building content, even though we've done a lot of building. So I'm glad to see that the majority of you are not getting tired of me building. And then we had number 2, which is tied between 2 options. Oh, I yanked up my headphones. Hold on. My headphones cable. There we go. I just simply yanked up my headphones cable. Hold on. I gotta see if I make sure I don't die. Yeah, no, I'm still safe. We're chilling. Number 2 was tied between 2 slots, and it was story games and games with chat at 54% each, exactly split. So I was very, very surprised to see story games being this high, because I've barely done any story games. Depending on how you count, I've only really done like 2 or 3 max in my entire stream time. I've played Edgar, what was the fucking subtitle? I always forget what the subtitle of this game is. This was ages ago, I don't remember. I played Edgar Bok and Bullsack, I think is the subtitle. But anyways, it was a point-and-click adventure game. I played that. I played Alba Wildlife Adventure, which is a story game. And I've played... I mean, Unpacking can kind of count as a story game, but as you can see, I've only really played 1 or 2 proper story games my entire time. So to see that resonate so much with you guys, I am looking currently to put together a list of all the adventure and story type games I own that I've not played before together. And I have quite a few. I have Tell Me Why. I do still have Life is Strange, which I've never played. I've only watched playthroughs like 6 years ago. And I have a bunch of other fun story games. Some of these story games may fit into the cozy game category. So I have a few that might cross over different categories. Games with chat, I'm not super surprised to see. I know you guys like participating, and I will try and hold more like chat game events. Maybe we could do it as like a little theme where I might do a stream that's just gaming with you guys. Because I'm glad to see so many of you guys want to participate and game. And then we have number 3, which is again a tie between 3 options. Surprisingly, Minecraft adventuring, which I didn't think you guys were that much into that, but apparently you want to see more of it. At 45% each of these options. And then we have Sims challenges, which I did say, and when we ended the Sims series, I said, hey, I'm not gonna play like a main Sims playthrough anytime soon, but we might do some building or character creation or other challenges. And apparently you guys want to see that, so I might do something with that in the future. Also, another top contender was Jackbox or Gartic Phone, which I feel like kind of matches with the whole games with chat vibes. So I'll try and get more of that going, but it is difficult to organize lobbies, so please have some patience. But yeah, that is what it says. There was a lot of other options that are also high ranking, where there's 20, 30, 40% of you guys interested. So I will take that in consideration as well. Again, if you have not taken the survey and want your answers to count and give me a more accurate read of my community, please go to our Discord right here. Join. Go to the main chat. There is a link to the Google form right there. It's called Stream Questionnaire, the when and the what. And this has been incredibly insightful for me, especially getting feedback on things like you wanting more games that are cozy and story-based, which is not what I've really done too much in many months, if at all. So that is what's going to be making a big impact on the content to come. Doesn't mean we stop playing Minecraft, we will still do plenty of Minecraft. And also, of course, I'm very happy to now say that the new stream start time is somewhere between 6 and 7 p.m. BST, perfectly reflecting the absolute majority of you guys' input, as well as the data, because the data honestly wasn't super reflective of you guys. So I'm very happy that I decided to do the whole Google form in the first place and actually get a lot of input that'll help make the next 11 months the best they can be. So thank you so much for all of your participation. If you can still participate in the survey if you want, or the questionnaire. No obligations. It takes about 2 minutes max, depending on how detailed you get with your answers. There's also a third, not a fourth. It's a fourth. It's a fourth question where it is just a free form. If you want to give any other feedback on the content or just in general, you are free to write. But it's also like anonymous. I didn't ask any of you guys' names or your emails or any other information about you, so feel free to be as honest as you want. Honestly, I hope, obviously, to get your genuine opinion. And yeah, thank you. All I can say that there definitely is going to be something coming up with the cozy games / story games requests. Because I hear you guys, and it was a very overwhelming amount of you who wanted to see more of that. But another thing I wanted to say is also thank you so much for all of the feedback about liking the content that I've also liked making. That is always a great combination. If a streamer's chat and a streamer like the same stuff, you always have fun, I feel like, so thank you so much. And there was surprisingly a little bit of like interest in a few obscure things that, even if there's only 1 or 2 people who may want that, I am definitely more encouraged to try a little bit out of the box type content occasionally. To see you guys be on board with that was very, very nice. Alright, I should try and get some of this stuff out of my inventory. I'll temporarily shove all of that in the shulker box, because it's like me working on the villagers. I realistically need all of this close by, but I can't. I don't have the inventory space to carry everything around all the time. So let me put in a little bit of steak in the supermarket and then tell you about the election and what it means for everyone in town. If you don't know, Adelaide is this little town that I'm mayor of, and I was never elected mayor. I was basically appointed mayor, and I wrote a little something up that said I was basically only mayor temporarily until we had enough citizens to justify holding elections. And we now have enough citizens, which means there is a need for election protocol, and I like things going smoothly and orderly, so I wrote up 2 little documents. One that explains how elections work and what kind of positions can exist and stuff like that, and the other one about campaigning. You can see them up here. People on the server that are part of my town, I highly encourage you to actually read this, because these are long books. But yeah, it's basically say, okay, we want to have democracy, and that all positions in the government need to be filled via the electoral process or alternatively confirmation votes. We are a small community. We have currently 6 active residents, or 6 people generally in town that are all active, but we have the requirement, which was 5 citizens. And if we still hit that requirement on the 4th of September, we are meeting requirements. The way it works is we kind of have a way of direct democracy almost, as outlined right here, that the mayor is going to be chosen in a city-wide election where the majority vote-receiving candidate is going to be the mayor. So in a scenario where there's, let's say, 2 votes for candidate A and 1 vote for candidate B, candidate A is going to win the election. And the mayor is the only position that has to have this electoral process. But there may be other positions in the government, so like, I don't know, a vice mayor or like a director of something, an assistant. There can be more than 1 position in the government. But the mayor is allowed to put forth a candidate for that position, but everyone in town has to give their opinion, or not has to give their opinion, but a majority of the votes cast have to be in favor of the person assuming that position. And it's only for a term, which is 30 days. So let's say someone got nominated to be, I don't know, secretary of the mayor. They get confirmed by the majority of voters. They are in their position until end of term. So they can either be reappointed and have to be reconfirmed also, or another person can assume the position. Or their position can just be eliminated, you know. It's not required to fill that position. And so it's basically giving the mayor, whoever they end up being in the future, a little bit of control to shape their own government, but still gives the citizenship direct input. And it also says a size limit for the government, because I never want the government to be bigger than the people, if that makes sense. When Adelaide started, we were really small, so I am the only current government official as the mayor. But as we keep growing, we may want to expand the government. But I didn't want it to be needlessly massive, so we basically are only allowed to have 1 official per 3 citizens. So it says here, so if the population is 6, no more than 2 persons may have government positions. Limitation includes mayor. So in our current government size guidelines, we are basically only allowed to have a maximum of 2 people in the government, because our town has a population of 6. And since I'm included, I could hypothetically hire someone else, but I don't necessarily plan on. And you can round up if you can't divide by 3. And then it is what you need to do to vote in elections, which is very simple stuff. Be a citizen, count as active, which I already explained. It's like literally me using this command in Townie, which shows me when a person was last online, and they need to have been last online in the last 2 months. So that, and then they need to live in town. They have to have a house, which is reflecting real life politics, which I personally think should be the case. If you want to have an office, you should live where you govern, you know? So that's reflecting that. Then it's about how the voting process goes, which basically is just literally like a box where you put in your vote. We have 3 days to vote, how to write your name, and how we decide who has won. Which basically the current mayor stands out front of town hall, has like all the ballots, and reads out all the names of the votes, but not the voters. So if you vote, for example, candidate A and your name is Bob, the reading would only read out candidate A, as to keep the votes private, obviously. So that's like the basic outline, and the mayor is in office for 30 days. After which there's going to be another election, etc. As long as town basically meets requirements. So if we were to dip in popularity or like in population, we would have like emergency systems basically. So that's the elections. Pretty simple stuff. Just making sure that the candidates are solid. And how it goes is there's going to be a little board here with like a chest or something where people can put their name down in order to be a candidate. So aside from those criteria, which basically make sure you are a proper Arelidian, there's no criteria. You don't... oh, there is criteria. Hold on, I forgot. Because it's in campaign regulations. So I wrote out what you need to do to become a candidate, right? Be a citizen, be active, have residence. The same criteria to vote is point 1 to 3, but then have been a citizen for at least 7 days. So basically that's to ensure that someone can't join and on the first day they're on the server immediately run for mayor. You can't. You have to be in town and as a citizen for 7 days at least. And then yeah, you put your name down on the board, and the rest is just what not to do. It's like, do not bribe people into giving you votes. If you do, you are disqualified. Should be a given, right? And then the other one is you are allowed to campaign by using advertisements, but you're not allowed to go to public or private buildings and put your ads on. You can put stuff on your own buildings, and you're only allowed to use signs or maps. So you're not allowed to like build massive ladders in the sky or things like that. That's just to ensure that we keep everything kind of clean and nice looking, even during an election campaign. And yeah, so you're basically allowed to have a sign or a map if you were to do like a big design. Just think of the Hermitcraft Season 7 election posters. You're allowed to do those, but you're not allowed to just go up to Town Hall and plaster your advertisements here. You're also not allowed to go up to people's houses and plaster your advertisements right here. You're not allowed. You are allowed to, you know, go up to your own business or house and put advertisements on there. But, I mean, that's just kind of because it's your own building, right? Like, you don't need permission to do that because it belongs to you. But for everyone else, just don't do it. I didn't write it that you would be disqualified per se, but I'd consider it extremely bad form if you were to break that rule. That rule is more for like, what if you make a plane with text on the back? As long as the text is on sign or maps, yes, is allowed. Since it's technically your property then if you've built the plane. But you're only allowed to place advertiserial content on signs or maps. So if people can read your message, if it's only on a sign or a map, well, fair enough, but it is mainly to just ensure that people just don't plaster shit, because originally there was some plans to sell advertisement space, but I thought that was kind of too much hassle. So I've just written in the rules to make sure, why not build in wool? Because it would take up massive amounts of space and be be just... It's not one person putting the advertisement, but imagine we have like 2 or 3 candidates. The entire sky would be spammed with wool lettering. And it would just look ugly. And who removes it afterwards, you know? Like, some people get lazy. So, I'd rather not. I'd rather not. So, signs or maps only. But you are free to place them anywhere that is not a building, public or private. Like, you are allowed to, let's say, put a sign down here, because it's technically not a building. So you are allowed to place advertisements pretty much everywhere except on other buildings. Unless the building belongs to you, then it's fine. But that is just to ensure that people's houses and, you know, shops and all that stuff remain intact. But yeah, that is how it goes. And currently, the day the election starts is the 4th of September, since we met the requirement for elections on the 4th of August. So on that day, how it goes is we'll have the little board. People are allowed to put their name on and be a candidate. And we'll have a ballot box where you're allowed to vote. And for 4 days, well, 3 days basically, you're allowed to campaign, you're allowed to vote, you're allowed to participate in the election in any way that the requirements line out as, either as a candidate or as a voter. And on the 4th day, the results will be read out, and whoever gets the most votes will be mayor. And the mayor is allowed to then put forth, at this point, one other position in the government if they wanted to. But that's kind of open-ended, basically. I'm rather excited to see what the people of Adelaide are going to be doing, who is going to be trying out for the office of mayor. And, you know, worst case, you're only in the position for 30 days. And you are, of course, able to do pretty much typical politician stuff, like resign from the office if for some reason you can't fulfill your duties anymore. But overall, a mayor of this town really doesn't... There's not a lot of obligations you have to fulfill. It's just care for the town, in my eyes at least. Do a little bit of promo to the general public about the town. Things like that. These are not requirements, but more what I personally would do if I was a newly elected mayor. But otherwise, most of the responsibilities the mayor has done have already been done. Like, the town has already been built. I think maybe the new mayor would oversee the construction of the shopping district, because that's kind of going, and we may extend the town further. Which direction is this? Is that west? Yeah, further west, because we do have all the space that I set aside for my funfair project, but then I decided to build it somewhere else because the spacing didn't fit. So this entire area is technically free again. So we can expand westward because this is town spawn right here on the outer edge. So we are able to probably expand this entire area if we want to, you know? Because I originally set aside this little area for the shopping district, but I think it's A, too small, and B, we have a lot more space now. So, how did I get an ominous banner? I don't know. Let me place it down. Just plopped it down somewhere. Alright, let's try and go around all of our little farms, collect all of our stuff, and then do some trading with our guys, to the best of our abilities, of course, at this point. I hope you're excited to see what kind of electoral shenanigans goes on next month. And yeah, thanks for listening about all that part. Now back to the crafting at hand. However, if you had, for some reason, have a little bit of spare financial means, I am buying a PC today. Hopefully. And that is a massive financial expense for me. So if you have any support, I would highly appreciate it. You don't have to, obviously, but if you can, that would be lovely of you. Just selected that. Hold on, let me undo that. There you go. I always forget the stick is a danger stick. Okay, let me get the melons. I'm gonna try and do the villager stuff also because, well, I got rid of a few of them because they were less than ideal. And we need to redo part of the board of all the reference trades, just because I obviously had to remove some and the board is a little bit off at the moment. But yeah, let me walk right on over, up the hill. There you go. So as you can see, there's only this guy anymore. 07 to your fallen friend. Okay, traded all of the sticks with this guy. There you go, perfect. Another little trade right here. Plop this guy down. We should start. Where's the new Silk Touch guy? Right over here. I'm getting this guy leveled up. How you doing, my friend? Hopefully good. Because this is an absolute steal of a Silk Touch deal, so I got rid of my other Silk Touch guy. Knockback 2, well, not too horrible. We can live with knockback 2. There you go. And as you can see, there's 2 free slots here still, and then there's this guy who I've been trying to get a good trade with for a little bit, and well, we'll try our best, you know? We'll try. Get me your 24 paper. Get that there. Let me run right over to the other edge. It's the butcher guy. That's the new Silk Touch over here. Because I got rid of one of the masons because like the later trades were pink glazed terracotta and orange glazed terracotta, which I'll never use for anything ever. So it was kind of a waste of a slot. And I think having one mason to trade stone with and get quartz is enough, honestly. So I'm excited to replace it with a shepherd. But let me try and get a slightly better, a few more shuffles of the old librarian villager over the edge. Because apparently trying to get Unbreaking 3 in the first tier trade with the librarian is extremely hard for literally jack all reason. It is ridiculous. But we will attempt it nonetheless, because having Unbreaking 3 is incredibly useful. Also, remember a few streams ago when I was complaining about the tab menu not having a hotkey? Well, let me introduce you to this bad boy. There is in fact a hotkey, and I set it to a nice location for my key controls. So I can now flip right easy lemon squeezy through my inventory tabs. Very cool. Sometimes it is being a bit stubborn, but we are doing a few shuffles of the old villager trying to get Unbreaking 3 trade, which is so hard. But it's fine, we're just gonna ignore it. My friend, could you try for one moment? Obviously not. Sometimes I just don't want to try, which fair enough, but also why? Well, we'll leave him be for another time. And we try and get some stuff with my new emeralds, particularly with the new guy. So far I've only set this guy up, so time to buy a ridiculous amount of lanterns again. Let me see. Ooh, also got the glass trade, very good. Buying a amount of glass, crafting up glass panes. The classic business move. There you go. Let me go over to here. There you go. This guy. Punch 2 and knockback 2, which are not great enchants, admittedly. But we'll try and level them up completely. So what was it? Knockback 2, punch 2. Silk touch. Knockback 2, punch 2. But the silk touch trade is fucking ridiculous. Look, it's 1 emerald. Are you joshing? Are you pulling my leg? That is a ridiculous level of discount here. Like, that's ridiculous as shit. Like, what the hell? Like, hello? Excuse me? But it's fine. It's cool. Lads all leveled up immediately, poggers. And what we've got is this guy, who I still haven't shuffled a good trade for, and then I plan on having a farmer and a shepherd over here. Which is why there's no trade there, because having empty workstations round just confuses those guys, and they have a harder time selecting the job right in front of them. So that's why there's no stations there yet. But let me try and do a few shuffles. Power 3, because this is like literally one of the hardest things to ever get with these trade shuffles. You have to break the lectern so many times. It's ridiculous. Respiration 3. I don't need Respiration 3, my friend. Thank you. Lure 2. Bruh. Not the Lure 2. But yeah, I hope you guys have been doing well. I've been really busy and stressed out, but I'm very excited for Gamescom. If you don't know Gamescom, it is one of the biggest gaming conventions in the world, and it is the biggest European one. And me and my friends are going this Thursday. I'm very excited. There's going to be a lot of cool games there, and I'm going to try and get as much stuff. I'm breaking 3! Oh my god! A miracle has happened, chat! A miracle. You don't know how fucking rare I'm breaking 3 in the first tier traders. There's literally a 99.7% chance of not getting it. Okay, let us get all my emeralds out. I don't care if it's expensive. It is one of the rarest trades to get for no reason at all. Lad. I'm getting that breaking 3. Oh my god. Now the trade is secure. Everything's good. Lad's been... Oh my god, I'm so happy. I thought I'd have to shuffle through another billion times. Like, look at how many. Too much I would kill that one for the audacity of it costing that damn much. And I have done. Dude, like, it is so hard to get any. And I have a basically infinite amount of emeralds. I don't mind if they're a little expensive. I've never gotten Unbreaking 3 ever prior to this. That's not even a joke at all. I want to see. Where is it? Not interactions, but items. Items. What was it? Items. Not broken. Yeah, broken. No, not broken. Items mined. I think that's where I would find the lectern, because I've done so many lectern replays. Look at that. I've placed like 430 lecterns. I don't care if it's 30. Like 30 emeralds is not that much. I've broken around 2k lecterns. Damn. Yeah, no, I don't have the patience to try and get this again. 32 emeralds is honestly not that bad. Because look, I've got a stack of emeralds, and I can easily get so many emeralds. There's no emerald shortage at all. So I'm chilling. I'm vibing. I've never had this much happiness in my existence. I'm kidding. But there's something really satisfying about getting a good trade. My trade is maybe 60. Well, I could have tried harder, but like, literally I've never had any Unbreaking 3 books. Never mind cheap ones. What was I looking for? Oh yes, a birch sign. No, I should drop the emeralds. There you go. So I'm happy with the 32 one. I don't care. Okay, sign. It's you. It's you, my friend! Unbreaking 3. There you go, lad. Okay, let me try and secure this in the back. All we need is, where's the shulker box for this? Is this. The trapdoor. There we go. There you go. go. Then do this. And if I may, get rid of this one block. There you go. Careful. Get ourselves our minecart back. There you go. The lad's in the boat, in the proper location. I gotta get myself some more rockets real quick, and then sleep to make sure it's not nighttime. Ooh, that was a precarious almost slip. There you go. Get ourselves a nice little bit of extra rocketage. Time to go briefly home. Let's see if we can do the other 2 villages also. I didn't expect that to go that fast. I thought I'd be sitting there for like hours until I got anything. But alas, we are going and transferring another villager right on over. Because I plan on having 2 more guys on the ready. Three, if I may, place down my shulker box. Do I have it here? How dare I don't? What the fuck? Sometimes I'm just stupid. What can I say? Hold on, let me fly over. Again. Because of course. Just slide around. Well, let me get these bad boys on the row. I don't know, Unbreaking 3 is so annoying to get through regular regular enchantment table shenanigans. So I was like, I'm not risking not getting it for another 500 lectins. I didn't mean to place that one. I meant to place, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll place it here. There you go. All we need now is this to be this guy. Ta-da. Alright, now go. I did breed up some extra villagers in advance in preparation for this. Because we only had like 2 left and I already used up those 2 for, well, replacing the Silk Touch guy and but as you can see, I made these guys over there. I'm very proud still of coming up with this trick here, because I, with my wings, can still get in here like that. Just fly under it. But, and I have all the patience of getting in and out without having to break blocks. But I don't need to spend time on trying to get these fuckers in place. So I can do this. Oh, no. Ah, shit. Well, I was just trying to show off immensely, but there you go. Hold on. Let me try out to get out. There you go. It already went up here. It's fine. We can chill. Let's route it back real quick. It got the guy. Perfect. I just do this. Crawl back right in and shove this one guy. Come on. Would you kindly, good sir, get out of the corner? You fuck off. Okay, come on. There you go. On the track, and he's on his way. Oh, sometimes you get stuck under it, but most of the time you can skulk through like a little sneaky little creature. There you go. Perfect. We're here. Nice. You stay in your place, my friend. Let's wait until the guy comes round. He's gonna be our shepherd, and then we only need another farming guy. I'm putting next to the butcher, my beloved butcher. I spent so many emeralds on him. Okay, he has arrived. Perfect. So all we need is to place that shulker box. Get ourselves the acacia logs. Get this. Get that. Perfect. Slot it right in. How is your trades going? Well, I have no idea what a good or bad shepherd trades. I'll be honest, I've never had one of these boys. And Hold on, let me see. There's this one big reference picture about the trades. There we go, I found it. Where's the shepherds? There you go. I think I'll try and get the white wool trade. The trade numbers won't change. No, but the colors. And brown and grey wool are not my preferred wool colors. Yeah, I want to trade for white wool preferably. And there is a white wool option, so... Let me... Hold on. Sometimes you could just do the little glitchy through bit. Yep, there you go. Little glitch. So all I need to do is repeatedly break this thing. And I've learned to keep them in their little mine cart for the time being. So I have an easier time swapping out the workstation. Still. Come on. There you go! White wool. Perfect. Yes, yes. Thank you, little guy. I'm happy with white wool. Oh, I've been doing some of these wrong. Oh, this one wrong at least. Hold on. There you go. I just didn't do the little stairs here. Hold on. Let me try and get that. There you go. Let me go back home. Ba, 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 ba. I'm so hyped. There's gonna be so many good game developers at Gamescom. I'm so excited, chat. You don't even know. As you can see, I have a lot of white wool, maybe. I'm not gonna trade with all of it, but like a little bit. What did I want to go here for? The stairs. The stairs! Lads, we need the stairs. Hold on. Let me fly back. And try and get those stairs in. Just for making it look all nice and pretty. I forgot which way round they're placed, but I think... I don't remember. Either way is fine. There you go. And then the final one. Oh. Fall down the side, why don't you? I really need to fix this back bit here at some point. This is such a pain to navigate in the back here. Misplaced it. It's fine. I was tempting fate by doing it like that. Could have just done it with a proper block like any normal person, but did I do that? No. Let me climb up on the roof right here. There you go, like that. Now we're perfectly done. There you go, all of that cleaned up, very nice. This part is so annoying because like you'll just fall down a billion times. But anyways, let me go around the back, right to the front, place the other trapdoor, get this, shepherd, shep. How do you spell shepherd? Hold on. Shep with an A, with two H's. Like this, right? With an A? No, with an E. Alright. Shep. Alright, like that. And then it's gonna be just like white wool. There you go. Good lad. Let me level this up. Try and get a bit more. But yeah, all we need is to get the final guy right over here. Get the composter in place and transfer him over here. Then we are absolutely chilling, vibing. Never had a better time in me life. Alright. There you go. Now go back home. Do my little flyby scout. Alright. We've almost done the trading hall stuff, which is good. Very good. Okay, I'll get a little bit more wool so we can get the first upgrade. And then we try and lead over the... No, we'll leave... Oh, well, actually, we need to remove the minecart. I forgot. Hold on. Just be the absolute badass that just breaks a minecart by, Hold on. Hold on. I think I may need to remove this temporarily. Careful. There you go. You're trapped. You can't do anything about it, my friend. Alright. Only the last villager remains. I'm trying to get the cart, however. Trying to get it. Hold on. Where's it? Right here. Okay, we may have to do another block. Aha. Can I get the card, my friend? I can TP out. Like, that's not the problem. Just need to get in. There you go. The absolute abuse of TP commands. This is the height. Getting into a situation you can't get out of. Alright, let me fly over in a moment to get the guy. But first off, of course, I want to try and get my wool trade fully up. There you go. Nice. What is your next trade? My good shepherd, my friend. Why die for emeralds? Why? Tell me it isn't so. That is a crazy deal because we got basically unlimited bones. That is wild. Brown carpets. Well, sure. Good man. Sure. Okay, let me go to sleep so we don't endanger anything. We transport, do the last villager, and then do our little, you know, a little custom of checking all the other farms again and checking out all of the shops, both our own and other players. See if we've made any profits and see what kind of money we want to spend today. So, a little scouty to this island. This used to be so wooded, but it's been completely deforested, which is a little bit funny, I gotta say. It's a tad funny. Alright, we're bringing over the last lad. Perfect amount of breeding done by my little guys. They do be useful as hell, and it's very handy to actually still have them set up, I ought to say. Let me try and go over here. There you go. Right. Good lad. Go into the cart, please. Thank you. Perfect. And now shove him along. There you go. The final lad, try and get the pumpkin trade. That's all we need from him. All we need this guy to do is take a pumpkin trade and actually keep that trade as a refreshable trade. Because, oh my god, that one that used to be on the leftist position was just a massive pain. Like, the biggest pain of a villager I've ever seen. None of the other ones ever had refresh problems, but that one in the corner always had. And as a precaution, that slot is no longer filled with anything. It is just empty air. Alright, there's the guy coming along. Nice. There you are, my friend. Ta-da. Let's go. Let's have a look. Did you already get the thing? Nodding. The thing is, I can't 100% tell. I have to like check what the other guy has and not have the same thing. Okay, this one is wheat and things. I don't know, because I think the first two are never going to be pumpkin. Let me look at the farmer. Where you at? There you go. Okay, the first trade option. Oh, it could be bread. That would be a good trade. Let me see if we could get the bread trade. Just because that would be a banging trade to have. I'm not gonna lie. gonna get rid of this so I can do quick refresh. Oh, the bread trade is here. Alright, let me see what you've got, my friend. Because in the end, we may have to do several trades to get the pumpkin guy. Because the pumpkin guy is all we really need. I mean, I'm not saying no to the bread guy. I'm not gonna lie, chat. Like, having a really easy source of food is nice. It is nice as hell. There you go. Like, look how much bread we just got. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy, if you will. Oh my god, he has a pumpkin trade. My beloved. Oh my god, that was incredible. Thank you. Look how many pumpkins we've got saved for this moment. I just hope that he has proper refresh rate. Because that was the problem with the other one. The other one was not a bad villager in the slightest. It was just... Oh, we've already got... He already said, nah. Nah, mate. Nah. I don't want to take any more pumpkins. Alright. Oh, he's also got the melons. Ah, lovely lad. Lovely chap. But usually I don't have enough melons to sustain more than one villager with trades either way. So we are chilling. We are chilling at the moment. Let me plop back my stuff. Ah, lovely, lovely, lovely. What a chap. What a gentle man to grant us this reprise in our time of need. This guy is now farming number 2 and farmer, and he offers bread. Oh, I misspelled the word bread. That is really embarrassing. You saw nothing. You saw nothing, chat. Farmer, yes. I almost spelled the Oh my god, I'm so bad at spelling at the moment. I don't know why. Farmer. There you go. Bread. Pumpkin. Melon. There you go. Lad. Good chap. Alright, now we are taking down the rails. Because until the starting point, no reason to have rails all the way around here. If we need future rails, we could like replace them. So I always have it until right here. Perfect. Perfect. Very good, very good. Let me place these bad boys back. Let me run all the way. That is nice. New villager set up. Completely done. Very happy. Have the shepherd, who's going to be a good asset. We're going to have finally a working pumpkin guy. And also a nice little Unbreaking 3 guy. I don't mind him being a little more expensive because, again, I have emeralds for days. And I don't mind grinding the villager trading a little bit. I don't mind it at all. I couldn't mind less. Well, I could mind less, but you know what I mean, chat. There's no... Let me take all the stuff on hand. Well, I'll leave this here. This is stuff that we need for fixing the reference board. So I'll leave reference board things in there. 1 bread, 1 white wool, a clock, or the clocks. I don't think we need the clock, but I'll leave it like that. Then, where's the... Yeah, rail time. Rails. Oh, we need to get the guy. We need to get the minecart in a moment. Get those guys in. That in. Spruce sides. I don't know why I have 2 spruce sides, but apparently I do. Some mangrove logs, a birch sign, 7 glass panes. Well. Oh, I'm stuck flying. It's like, what the hell was going on there? Just having a little funky moment for a second. There you go. Let me fly over. Deposit my stuff real quick. The trading shulkers. There you go. Glass. Then go home to put down that random crafting table I made. I don't know if I even made it, but we've got it. There you go. This is random, like, tool stuff I have for no reason. Also, I may use up this temporarily here. There you go. Got those tools gone. Put some bread. Okay, let's check the supermarket. And look! I can do this. A speedy check these days. A very speedy check. Alright, me doing well. And now the final bit. Add bread. There you go. Ooh, mangrove boat. Looks pretty. Mangrove. Pretty. Alright, so no sales in the supermarket at the moment. Do a little round the bend. Have a look in the rarities shop. Any sales in this little corner of the woods. There you go. Now the potion ingredients shop, which is also technically the golden carrots shop, if you think about it. Because golden carrots are in fact a potion ingredient, but you could technically also eat them. So now the dark shop, or the Warden's Wonders shop, which is one of mine. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just checking all of my shops. Hold on, the WC, or the Warped Crimson shop. Let me have a little look around. If there's been any sales in this guy, a bad boy. There you go. There you go. Alright, checked out all of that. Let's check the other wood shop. This is not mine, this is someone else's. But I'm just checking. They still only offer birch, which is a bit of a shame. But, if I may. Let me walk around there. Have we got any news? This thing is broken. Fair, alright. Has this shop been opened yet? No, it has not. This shop, not useless at the not useful at the moment. This shop, anything valuable? Not really at the moment. At least nothing I need specifically. Let me see the lily pad, which is my restaurant. No sales here. Then walk over here, this path. No one bought the flag. The lack of patriotism, SMH. I think the final shop looking is over here, town center, which has the chicken shop. This shop, which I believe has had no sales since I believe Magnus has his own farm now, and the wood shop. Let me see if I need any wood, particularly at the moment. Not so much, I don't think. Maybe a bit of warped, but I can deal with that. So yeah, no, I don't really think I need too much. Maybe some warped. It's a good idea though. Let me get myself. Oh, but I'd break up another block. Don't want to. Alright, no sales for me today. Alright. And we have a little glide. Oh, I didn't check the cactus farm. Hold on. Cactus is down here. And there's no dirt in this chest anymore because I use all the dirt for the mud farm. A lovely harvesting of cacti. Very good. Over there. have any moss? Oh, I do have moss. There you go. More sours. There's so much I want to still, like, collect. Collecting is very fun. Yeah. One thing I really want to do is try and figure out the frog lights in Minecraft. Because they look so cool. Oh my god, that sounds like so much work. Jesus. Oh my god. That is such a pain. But alas, we'll try. Like, maybe I'll look into how to make, like, a farm for it. Or at least at all get frogs. Because the frogs are very, very far out. Which might be a massive problem in trying to get the, well, any frog lights. Is everything healed? Yeah, everything is. Still haven't looked how to make my wings look the proper way, because like that little symbol, it does look correct, but the big one it doesn't. I also hope you like my new zoom. It's a little bit more intense than the Optifine zoom, but it's nice to have a zoom at all, you know? So that's why I added it. Oh, basically I just did the hotkey for it. It was already in my game, but I just hadn't hotkeyed it. I'm still really, really proud of the path I made over here. Very cool. Made me love mud, which is why I made the mud farm. But one thing we definitely are going to do relatively soon, actually, is going to be building a flower farm or two for various reasons. A, I personally just like having dyes. B, it looks like a fun farm. C, the shepherd. D, potential future shops. Because, you know, if you build a flower farm and then I already have a cactus farm and then I build a squid farm, I've got all the dyes covered and I could do a little dye shop. That'd be kind of fun. Especially taking a little bit of business away. I'm kidding. But I know especially black dye is highly loved and requested by especially Max, but also other players on the server, because it is a pain to get. So maybe making a little squid farm is actually worth it for the time effort that it takes. But yeah, I don't know. I was kind of inspired to do so. Hey up, donkey. So how are we feeling, chat? Do you want to start building something on the SMP, or would you be fine if we switch over to One Block Skyblock? If you don't know, we've been doing a little One Block Skyblock playthrough. It's been very, very fun, and we got a lot of various pets, and we finally entered a new stage, which I believe is called Mesa, and I'm very excited to play again, which is why I'm asking. If you want to rather see more Prrp SMP content, we can do a bit more Prrp as well. But I've been missing my One Block Skyblock, I ought to say. Also, if you haven't seen, me and Astro yesterday played Unrailed! Which was a lovely, lovely game, and I'm hoping to play again soon, maybe with some other friends also. Because, like, the endless moment. Do Skyblock. Okay, I see you, I hear you, but yeah, I hope you are excited about all the stuff I showed you today. The mud farm is pretty cool. Thank you for the hydrate. Hey up, peeps, done with the reading for today, Poggers. I actually ran out of drink, so in the brief time, I'm going to give you what is like a fun thing to do. Visually, what is a fun task? While I get something else to drink. I always like how this thing is perpetually on fire. It's just always on fire. I think it's because it's too out of render distance or something. Either way, very funny. I'm trying to find something fun visually for you. Look at some cows. Well, that's kind of unsafe. I'll just leave you in the house to look at the pups. Look at the dogs. For a brief moment, while I get something to drink, and after that we'll be switching to One Block Skyblock, where, excitingly, we had a new phase. We also got pandas, and a variety of other pets. Unfortunately, a lot of our dogs died last time. Oh, sevens. See you in a moment.